From the wild, wild west. They are bounty hunters, and an old law allows them to take extreme chances to track down extremely dangerous suspects. I-Team investigator Matthew Schwartz is here to tell us how he rode along with the bounty hunters of the 90s. Matt?
Brenda, their jobs can be dangerous, exciting, and wild. Some law enforcement officials say they're too wild. About 1,500 bounty hunters now work in the U.S. The I-Team spends several days with one of them to show you firsthand how they operate.
Today we're going after a wanted perpetrator from North Carolina.
Keith Grant is a bounty hunter. The Brooklyn resident and native of Trinidad makes his living tracking down fugitives.
Why do you do this? A lot easier ways to make a living.
It's exciting, and this is the job type. I love to do this.
Bail bondsmen pay Grant to capture people who have jumped bail, violated probation, or skipped court dates. Today, Grant's looking for 36-year-old Rodney Dean Lovick.
He's wanted for transport of drugs, possession of drugs, and skip bail on a couple court dates.
Grant's been tipped off that Lovick is in a Brooklyn hotel. With two assistants backing him up and his gun drawn, Grant delivers room service, bounty hunter style.
Open up the door, agents. Get down, get down. Get down, get down, on the floor, on the floor. Who you here with?
What's the problem?
You Dean Lovick?
Yes, I am.
You have a warrant for your arrest?
For what?
You skipped bail in North Carolina?
Grant has no search warrant and doesn't need one. Under an 1873 Supreme Court ruling, bounty hunters are allowed to forcibly enter a residence if they have probable cause to believe the fugitive's there. Courts have ruled that under a bail bond contract in exchange for freedom, a person waives his or her legal rights.
You know you missed a couple court dates?
Yes, I did, but I was homeless. I was able to get back down there. I was stranded.
Bounty hunters can carry guns, and they look like police, but they're private citizens hired by bail bond agencies and don't need a license. Most undergo a voluntary 3-day training program. They also travel for free because they escort their prisoners back to their home jurisdictions.
Any state, any country, I bring them back to justice.
Rodney Lovick will be escorted on a flight back to North Carolina. En route to LaGuardia, Lovick reveals he's an aspiring singer.
Ooh, baby, I know it's hard for me. Ooh, baby.
While his prisoner sings the blues, Grant sees green. For each capture, the bail bondsman pays him 15 to 20% of the fugitive's bail. In this case, Grant made $3,000. While bounty hunters play by their own unique set of rules, government law enforcement authorities have a vastly different set of guidelines that they have to follow when they search for fugitives.
They can take you and throw you in the trunk of their car.
Union County Sheriff Ralph Froelich and Detective Michael George say most law enforcement officers don't approve of bounty hunters.
It doesn't seem fair that we're working within the laws and they're just doing whatever they want. We're going to give them a few minutes and then we'll see what's going on. We're just going to take them down on the street.
The I-Team rode along with the Union County Sheriff's Warrant Squad. They're looking for a career criminal accused of violating parole. These officers cannot enter homes without a warrant, nor can they cross state lines. However, they don't even have to cross the street to capture Luis Aviles.
What's your name, man?
What's going on? What
What's your name?
What's your name?
name?
Quick.
What's your name?
Oh my God! Well, think of a name. Quick.
What's your name?
Hey, what am I doing?
What's your
name, bro? Give
What's
up
your
a
name?
What's your name? Whoa,
What's your
man.
name? What's your name?
Jesus Christ! What did I
Jesus
do?
Christ, what is your name?
Who are you? Luis Aviles. You wanted by parole.
Man. Oh, that?
Oh, that, yeah.
Oh man, that's.
For police, most arrests aren't this easy. It's one reason law enforcement and fugitives are not singing the praises of bounty hunters.
And the darkest hours is just before dawn.
All the bounty hunters' fees are paid by the bail bond agency. They cost taxpayers nothing. On the other hand, a typical arrest by police costs taxpayers about $800. So while bounty hunters might be controversial, they are cost-effective. Brenda?
You see half a dozen sheriff's deputies Well, that happens regularly in our area as warrant squads try to bring fugitives to justice. I-Team investigator Matthew Schwartz recently went along for an incredible close-up view. Watch this.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning, and the Union County Warrant Squad is going to work.
Sheriff's Department, open the front door. Come to the front door, sir.
The deputies track down fugitives anywhere in Union County. They'll search housing projects.
Just open the front door.
They'll search parking lots after getting tipped that a fugitive is sleeping in a van.
Now the van's gone. Next time.
The I-Team recently rode along with the warrant squad starting at 4 a.m. First stop, the Elizabeth apartment, where deputies hope to find Juan Rodriguez, wanted for failing to appear in court on a drug charge.
Open the doors, please.
How you doing? How you doing? What's your name? Juan.
Rodriguez is taken into custody with no problems. He'll go to jail and his bail will either be increased or revoked. So he shows up in court this time. The deputy's day usually begins at 8 a.m., but once a month it starts in the dark of night to catch fugitives sleeping.
What's your name, man?
They spend their time looking for anyone named in a warrant from Superior Court, people who have missed court dates or violated parole.
Every day is different. It's a great opportunity.
Detective Ginny Finelli has been doing this for 8 years.
Generally speaking, this is a heck of a way to make a living, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, but it's fun. It is. It's a great job.
When you tell your friends that you do this for a living, what kind of reactions do you get?
They don't believe it.
We're going to hit this Calvano.
The deputies have a warrant for an Elizabeth man for violating probation. 36-year-old Paul Calavano has been arrested 25 times.
He's got a robbery, burglary, a couple narcotics.
He's got a substantial criminal history.
A lengthy background.
What's your name, sir? Joe. Joe. All right, I'm just speaking to Paul.
Several deputies are let in the defendant's house by his parents. Others surround the home in case Calavano tries to escape. They search the house for 10 minutes until they emerge with the defendant.
The defendant was hiding in the dining room behind the buffet.
The deputies say parents will often hide their children from them.
It's about 6 o'clock in the morning now. We've been out with the sheriff's deputies for 2 hours. We've gone after 7 defendants and caught 3 of them. The deputies tell me that's a typical day, that oftentimes they get bad information from informants, and other times the defendants stay a step ahead of them by just moving around a lot. They know they're being looked for.
Sometimes deputies get lucky. At our last stop, they're looking for 1 woman, but wind up catching 2.
That thing got my damn face.
This is the woman they had a warrant for. In the same house, they found a woman hiding under a bed. Checked with headquarters and found out that Catherine Baker was wanted for violating parole.
Why were you hiding under the bed?
Get the out my bed. Ask yourself that.
Warrant Squad has put 5 defendants behind bars.
I thought this was a good day. Very productive. It was a good day.
And they'll do it again tomorrow. Matthew Schwartz, UPN 9 I-Team.